Are you looking to move to Nashville, Tennessee, but you just feel like you need to know the area just a little bit better before you buy something? Well, we get calls every day from out-of-state buyers making the move to Nashville. They want more information on towns and suburbs. Most families are looking for three things: a safe area, a reasonable price point, and a great school. So in today's video, let's head south to Franklin, Tennessee. It will definitely check all your boxes. Now, as the title says, this is a Google Map tour, so it's intended to get you familiar with the area just like a local. So let's get started. So if this is your first time to the channel and you want to get a weekly update about living in Nashville, Tennessee, be sure and hit that subscribe button down below so you can be one of the first to learn about the current market here in Nashville. We get calls every day from people, yes, just like you, looking to make the move to Nashville. We would love to help you find the perfect fit. So if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, pick up your phone, give us a call, text or email, and if you prefer a Zoom call, we love those too. We'll be happy to help you make a smooth move to Nashville. So let's jump over to our Google map and let's get started. All right, so welcome to the Google Map tour of Franklin, Tennessee, which is just south of Nashville. Now let's acclimate ourselves just a little bit with some of the major roads that we need to be aware of. Also the perimeters of where, what lies within Williamson County, just so we kind of have a general idea of what's around Franklin. To the north of Franklin this is I-65, which runs right through the middle. So this runs north and south. And as we remember from our history lessons in high school or college, that our highways, if they're odd, they go north and south. If they are east and west, they are even numbers. So 40 goes east and west, 65 goes north and south. And in Nashville, we also have another major interstate, which is I-24. So by that, it has to go north and south. And it actually goes northwest and southeast, depending on where you're at and where you're going. So that's one of the things that's interesting about our town is we've got three major interstates that all connect right into the middle downtown area of Nashville. So it makes travel a lot easier because you've got a lot of different options depending on where you're located to get to a major highway. So if we know this goes north and south, just north of us here is going to be Brentwood. And that's going to be the next city, just above us here in Franklin. And as you can see by these, Franklin's city limits are basically this red stuff. And I don't know how in the world, they figure out how to add this stuff and put it in here because it looks a little crazy to me. But basically that red is the area for Franklin city limits. That doesn't mean that some of these outliers don't have a Franklin address. So let's also look at some of the roads to the south. So if we go to the south here, we see 840. Well, I-40 is up here in the top of the screen above Fairview. And Fairview is also in Williamson County. So by Fairview is Interstate 40, which runs east and west. So we can see that going here. And then it also has a 840, which will take you on a south loop along the bottom half of Williamson County, and it takes you on up, and it continues to go up until it reaches I-40 on the other side of town. So if you're traveling through Nashville and you don't need to stop in Nashville, then a lot of times you can go I-40 and take this 840, which will keep you out of traffic, and it takes you right over to I-40 going east towards Knoxville. So that's another major road. Nolensville Road, which you can see Nolensville is right here. It's another one of the municipalities that are in the Williamson County. And this is called Nolensville Road by coincidence, huh? So it goes north and south. So it goes on up into Davidson County, which is actually Nashville. So you have that happening over on this side of you. Arrington is beginning to become a real big new build area where a lot of new homes are being built in the $1 to $1.2 or $3 million range. Big homes, nice lots, some acreage with each one of those lots in a lot of those housing additions. So Also, we want to be aware of Leipers Fork over here. So a lot of the entertainment industry, the country music industry, lives in Leipers Fork because there's a lot of horse farms, there's a lot of acreage, so it allows you a lot of privacy and gated entrance, as an example. If we also look to the south, we're going to see Thompson Station down here, which Thompson Station is also in the county that we're in. And then you see Spring Hill at the bottom. So Spring Hill is actually in Maury County. So that's about the south end, kind of in this direction here with this line of the border of Williamson County. So that kind of gives you an idea of what's in and around Franklin. So let's go ahead and stop this and restart it after I race. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, we're back. So what I've done is I've come in a little closer here so we can see some of the roads that come in out of downtown Franklin. Now, a lot of people that are traveling on their destination to work and back are going to use this I-65 route here. So we talked about that going north and south. It goes north to Brentwood. If you go south, it's going to eventually go to Birmingham, Alabama. So, but that's where most of the people do their commuting. Downtown Franklin is right over here, where you have the historic area, you have the town circle, and you can see all of these roads that are leading into that downtown area. Once you take the exit from I-65, you're going to take off on 96, and through this area right here, it's very busy with retail, shopping stores. You got a lot of eating places here. You got some big box folks that are in here too, like like some of your Targets and Walmarts, Home Depots. So they're all along this area right here. And then if you keep going in, you can go right into the town square on 96. Now, Mac Hatcher is this other one that goes, you can see it goes all around town in a big circle, almost makes a full circle. So you can get around town, and a lot of people use Mac Hatcher as it travels to the north. So right through here, goes south, loops around, and comes out again. So if you lived over in this area, you could also go north and south here. And there's a lot of homes out in this area, right around in here and further out, that are a lot of farmland and a lot of acreages. So it is an easy way to get there if you're on 90. Like I said, you're on I-65. You hit 96 here. You go Mac Hatcher. Down here, you turn left, and you're going to run into a lot of really beautiful areas of Williamson County, which are also Franklin address. Also, you've got Franklin Road, which comes from the Cool Springs area, and the Cool Springs in Franklin is the mega center of retail and restaurants. Probably 30 years ago, it used to be a big farm, and that is more like all in this area here. There's Cool Springs Galleria. So all of this area here, and as you can see, you've got a Whole Foods market, you've got Walmart here, Sam's Club, Trader Joe's. If you go north of Cool Springs, you've got Costco. So all of this is right off of 65, but it's also, if you take Franklin Road, which is here out of downtown, and you keep going up, and we go across there, all in this area right here. So that'll get you into that Cool Springs area. So a lot of people either go out here to 96 and do their shopping here, or if they want a bigger selection of things, they're going to head on up in what's called the Cool Springs area, and that's right up here. So as you can see, if we if we get off on 65 and we go east, we're actually going west here, my bad, going to the downtown, we can also continue to follow 96, which is eventually going to get us out to I-40, gets us out to the other side of town. Also, Franklin Road, it does make an X too, so it comes into downtown and then it comes back out on the other side. So both of those are used frequently. Also going north and south here, you got another road this way, obviously, and it continues here. So a lot of ways to get into the main area of the downtown Franklin area, which is right here, where again, you have historic homes, You have historic buildings down on the main street. It's one of the charms of Franklin is it is still a really cool little city in and of itself. It does have its distance from Nashville. It borders Brentwood, the south border, but it's just a really cool town. It's in 1799 is when the town was established. It was named after Ben Franklin. And if you look at Forbes magazine, it's the number 4 best place to live in the U.S. and it's the top 10 places to retire. So it's got some good things going for it. So what makes Franklin so unique? Well, there's a town square like we talk about, and it's right here at the center of town. So you have a main street coming in, and then there's this little circle area where you can circle and go in any one of these directions. The Franklin Theater there, which coincidentally my wife and I are going to a show there in a couple of weeks. It used to be a movie theater. They started in 1933. It was the first air-conditioned building in the city of Franklin, but now they've converted it to a music venue. And as you know, as you move to Nashville, you're going to get some of the best music you've ever heard. Everything from bluegrass to blues to jazz, pop, rock. It's all here, and you can find a venue in town where it's all going to. You're going to find a place that has the kind of music that you're looking for if you like live music. Songwriters nights are real popular around town, and Franklin will get a lot of writers nights at different venues. So price points, really you can get into a small home in one of the older areas of town for the $350, $450 range. Most of the homes on average are going to be in the $650 and up. From $650 to $1 million, and then you are going to have the luxury homes, which basically anything over $1 million is considered a luxury home here. That's where you get a lot of property and you get a lot of house. So you can find that full range of things in Franklin. One of the reasons that people like to come to Franklin is that it does have a great school system. It's a very safe community based on statistics that you see online. And a lot of people like just the locality of having just a local small town feel. They do have annual events, which I think are a lot of cool. I've been to these. It's a lot of fun. In the spring, they have the Main Street Festival. Wrote a line, this whole area here, they'll shut down Main Street, the square, and it's all lined with vendors. They have a couple stages where they play music, continually, just rotating through people. Great fun there. They have a 4th of July celebration. Every fall, they have the Pumpkin Fest downtown. In November, they do a real cool thing called the Wine Down Main Street. So there's a lot of wine tasting at the different places as you walk the Main Street area there. In November, they also have a Veterans Day Parade. They have Christmas tree lighting in December and a Christmas parade. So there's also got some unique shopping downtown. It's basically these old buildings, put up in the early 1900s, and now they're being refurbished into retail venues for shopping and retail and also restaurants. Another place that's really cool is the factory, which is on Franklin Road, and that's as you come into town. So it's kind of in this area right here. You can see where I made that. So that's a really cool, it's a converted factory where they went in. It's got the concrete floors, got a lot of open space. It's got some really unique restaurants, unique shopping. It's a really cool area. Cool Springs, as we mentioned, is the other place where a lot of people go. They do have a Whole Foods, they have a Trader Joe's, they have a Sprouts for all those that are interested in like an organic type eating. They also have a lot of restaurants in the Franklin, Cool Springs area that are a little more friendly to those that like to eat healthy. The South is known for a lot of fried foods and a lot of what's called a meat and three, where you go into a restaurant, pick your meat, and then tell them what 3 vegetables you want with it. So a meat and three, very popular here in the Nashville area. Also, you do have Williamson Medical Hospital, and it's right over here, off the 65-96 area. So right in here, is where you have a full service Williamson County Hospital. Also, if we want to take a look at some of the schools, so you've got Franklin High School on this side of town right over here. You've got a lot of different schools. If we look, Battleground Academy up here is a private school. I've got a lot of clients that their children go to Battleground Academy. It's K through 12. You also have Page High School, which is, if you take 65 and you go out this direction, it takes care of this area down here on the south side. Also, you got Centennial, and Centennial will be just north of Cool Springs Galleria. It'll be kind of in this area up here. So you've got some really good schools. Like I said, you got your private school, Battleground Academy. Brentwood has Brentwood Academy, which is right here. So that's another great private school in the area. And then you've also got Christ Presbyterian Academy over here, which is another big private school for K through 12. So that's the overview for Franklin, Tennessee. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. I look forward to seeing you soon.
And remember, if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, text, or email, or even better, let's schedule a Zoom call. You can find all the information in the description down below. And until next time, I hope to meet you and show you around town soon.